Well, we're going to do our weekly update here and check in with Ben Hushon from the mill here in just a moment in Whitehall, Maryland. First of all, the markets, and we got off with a weaker start from a weaker overnight trade today. We've got that big report that's coming out from USDA here in just a little bit. Right now, May corn down 1, 340. New crop December down 2 at 357 3/4. By the way, that is the low of the day so far. May soybeans down 3 3/4 at 878.5. November soybeans down 3 at 871.5. July Chicago wheat is now up 1 1/4 at 559.5. July Kansas City wheat is unchanged and steady. It's at 492 3/4. Ben Hushon with the mill here with us. Ben, we're looking at Tim's radar map here this morning, and it looks like you might be getting just a little bit of moisture in some of those areas. Has spring arrived?
Good morning, John. We have had it's like a broken record, I think, since I talked last week. We've had drizzle and rain, and kind of that radar you're seeing now is what we've been experiencing. We've had about a half a day fit to be in field. Folks are trying to be back in the field a little bit this morning, but pretty much staying on hay ground, established hay. And John, nature is screaming it's spring. It is really warm, and the plants are growing like crazy.
Okay, so we're playing some pictures here, and I want to describe this for our radio audience. Absolutely beautifully green fields. Looks like you've had pretty good moisture this winter. It doesn't look like the trees are bedded out yet, but some of the crop, looks like wheat here, maybe winter wheat, just looks fabulous.
It is, John. When I was taking those pictures yesterday, it's gorgeous. I mean, for March 31st today, March 30th, when I took them, we are easily, I think I forgot to send a picture of some alfalfa. We are 2 weeks ahead of where I believe we were at this point last year. And that's part of the reason farmers are really anxious to get out and start spreading fertilizer. Most of the wheat, pretty much all the wheat's been top dressed. It's ready for a second application. Some of the small grain is probably going to start jointing this week. So it is, for March 31st, it sure doesn't feel like March in Whitehall, Maryland.
Well, you swerved right into my next question. I was going to ask you if anybody was top dressing wheat with the economy and the prices like they are. So obviously they are putting some crop inputs in. What about spring planting? Anybody talking about that yet?
They are talking about it. I think they're ready. Ground temperature is hovering right in that 49, 50-degree range. And you mentioned about wheat. We are fortunate that we have enough consumers and building projects normally going on this time of year that straw is a big market for our footprint. So they definitely stay after the wheat. Those acres don't change too drastically, but on the as far as planting, if Tim Ross would stop sending those showers, I think next week I might be able to tell you that a couple of the early birds got some corn or beans in the ground in our community.
Well, Ben, it is the 1st of April. It's time to start that, and you know as a farm kid as well as I do, the first neighbor to drive by with a planter and a tractor, that's going to bring out the whole neighborhood at wanting to plant. Always good to visit with you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we also appreciate the pictures and you sharing with us. We're going to share with you a bunch of livestock numbers. That's coming up next. Stay right where you are on RFD TV at Rural Radio 147. Let's see how the cattle market's trading today. Live cattle, April contract, and that April contract, it's got about 31 days left in its lifespan, but right now we're at 98.33. We're down 88 cents. The June is down $1.30 at 87.78, and the August is down $1.08. April feeder cattle down 180 at 118.25, May down 250 at 118.40, and the August down 227. Now, in the hog complex, some of these deferred contracts are actually a little bit stronger. However, April lean hogs down 43 at 53.52. The May down 2 pennies at 53.10, but the June is up 5. The July is up 63, and the August is up 80 cents. Ed Serwin, CZ Cattle Market Analytics, provides us with a lot of numbers throughout the week, and we certainly appreciate it. Today, let's talk about this finished cattle summary, or also the weekly fed cattle numbers. Well, the feedlot cattle for Wednesday, March the 28th, last week there, were mostly 8 to 14 cents higher. Cash volumes were a little bit lower than the previous week. 89,505. That was down 41,833. The formula volume was at 237,453. That was actually up a little over 2,000. Average cash live price, $119.31. That was up $9.42. The average carcass price, this was a big number, $15.75 higher at $188.88 on the average. Average formula price, $177.87. That was down 91 cents. When you look at the rest of this report here, with the week ending in the national steer carcass weight, it was at 901 pounds. That was 2 pounds less than last week. Last year, we were at 865, I'm sorry. So quite a bit higher than last year. The Choice Select spread, $10.46. Last week, it was $13.58. Last year, we were even narrower than that, $7.15. But you got to remember, the coronavirus has played a big factor in all of that. I do want to check the cash hog prices here this morning as well. Over here in this cash hog on the national basis, carcass is $53.03, the live $45.83. Iowa, Minnesota, the carcass price $56.81. No live price there. No live price due to confidentiality in the Western Corn Belt either. However, the carcass price was at $56.77. And in the Eastern Corn Belt, the carcass price was not reported due to confidentiality, but the live price, $46.11. Box beef yesterday afternoon, the Choice down at $1.87. The Select's down $4.24. And over in the pork cutouts, the biggest number here, we were down $3.08 in the carcasses, $3.50 higher in the loins, hams up 22, but that belly price, $9.83 lower, Janet. Now we're trading around $41.12. So big drop here, big change from just where we're at a month ago. Back to you.